Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Ew, it's a beautiful day out here, y'all, in my backyard garden, surrounded by my okra plants that I'm letting go to seed so I can plant for next year. Surrounded by my sweet potato leaves that's everywhere, y'all, just everywhere. They just are so beautiful, edible, more healthy than the sweet potato plant itself. Could turn it into green drink and everything if you juice it. Put it in salads, stir fried, just multiple uses, y'all. But today I decided to combine my sitting in the sunshine with my reading. And that way I don't even keep up with how many minutes I'm out here, because you're supposed to be out here at least 15 minutes in the sunshine, minimum. So I'm reading from my Toolkit for Active Living with Chronic Conditions. So here it goes. And I'm doing the self-test right now. It starts off with the self-test. And then I'm also gonna read Walk with Ease. And then I'm gonna walk around the block, probably later on when the sun is going down a little bit. Because sometimes what's good for sitting in is not good for walking in. So I'm gonna read about it first and then do it. I took my blood sugar this morning. No, it wasn't good, because I haven't started implementing the stuff, because I haven't even finished my self-test yet. So I'm giving myself grace, y'all. But once I read and take the self-test, it's on, y'all. It's on. While I'm out here in the sun, I'm grounding. That's a good combination, y'all. The grass feels good under your feet. And when you touch the plants, they actually feel so good. I almost could imagine you one of the Nawi and Avatar. You know the movie? We are all interconnected, y'all. All interconnected. I was listening to this guy yesterday. Was talking about us as being spirit beings, and that right now, while we're having a human experience, is just part of the process before going to the next level of being the spirit beings that you don't see in this world, but that's here. Like you can imagine the air that you cannot see, but it's there. Microorganisms and all of that here, but you can't see. So what he was saying made sense, because I was aware that it's many things that's going on that we just don't have eyes to see. Maybe the people that have their third eye open, they may see it. And maybe some of the people that we call mentally disturbed see it. Maybe that's the problem, that they can see what we cannot see. And so since we cannot see, we think that they're imagining it instead of that they can just see what we can't, you know? And some people can learn to filter stuff out, and others just get overstimulated. I know me. I get overstimulated if I'm just watching the news, y'all. Sometimes it'd be too much. Sometimes I got overstimulated from listening to what other people say. If it's negative, I be feeling like that witch on The Wiz. Don't nobody bring me no bad news. I be like, as long as the world been world, there's been wars and rumors of wars. So if it ain't gonna happen right here in my own neighborhood sometime, I don't wanna know. If I could just wish away the badness, I'd do that, y'all. I really would. But since I can't yet wish away the badness in the world, I have to learn to focus on the good that's happening around me, just to be satisfied with waking up in the morning and being able to see what's around me and have my other senses as well. I wish I could have better sense of taste so I could enjoy my food better, but thank the Most High, I'm not starving or nothing. When I took that survey yesterday, that was one of the questions on there, was do you have enough food to eat? Have you ever gone any days without food because you don't have money to put food in your pantry? And we have lots of food pantries around here too. But fortunately have never gone to any of those food pantries. I know when I read all in those survival books about people filling up their shelves with things for the great whatever that's going to happen, that you should go to the food pantries and get food and all of that. But I don't visualize negative stuff happening, because imagine if there were a tipping point for goodness and a tipping point for badness, and I joined the crowd on the other side, what I was afraid of would become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I don't want to be part of going to the negative side. I want to feel like in my lifetime that will never happen. And that's a good possibility with me being 72, that won't happen in my lifetime. But I try my best to work on legacy for the future. And when I say legacy, I'm not meaning me personally having more children. I mean working with the young people that I know around me that actually ready to have somebody help them get to the next level. Really working with me. And the fruits of their labor is for them and their family right now, and a future right now, because knowledge is power. If you teach a man to fish, he'll be able to fish for life and many generations of his family, if they just pass on that knowledge of how to fish. Just giving people things only condition them to be dependents. And we don't want a country full of baby adults, do we? I know I don't even want to be in that so-called sucking childhood where you end up at the nursing home or your children taking care of you. That's a great fear of mine. I don't want to ever have that happen to me. That's why I visualize myself being 101, but only if I can do all of my own activities of daily living and I know who I am. Because I also saw a series of people that was like scanned, that they like put information inside of a 5D printer or however much printer, and it printed out people like they were like a copy that you didn't even need their DNA. It was just a scan. It's like crazy that people go somewhere where they do a whole body scan of you and put that in your file that you was body scanned. I know we get scanned at the airports, but they don't save the scans. But imagine if that was just a part of our physicals every year, that you got body scanned and they saved the copy for the records. And then one day, somebody will print a copy of you. So it'll be a clone without using any of your DNA. They're just a scan of you. Yo, this is a bee flying around or whatever. But my garden has flowers in it. So I just move out the way so they won't think I'm a flower. I don't need to be pollinated, y'all. I know bee. But anyway, guys, life is good. We learn something through the struggles and make us better to empathize with others when they are in the struggle as well. We may not have every struggle we need to help the next person, but sometimes a generalized struggle is enough so we can at least hear what someone else is saying. Sometimes that's all it takes, is that somebody heard you. Even when I do these videos, when you make comments, it makes me feel good to know that somebody actually heard me and not just read the title and made a comment. I want to actually hear what I have to say. I know the message is out here for someone. If you have not subscribed, please do. It's free, y'all. Comment, like, share down below. I'm so glad I'm getting ready to take some classes that's good for me, for my chronic conditions like hypertension, diabetes, etc., arthritis or whatever. Just growing old even. Fighting against Alzheimer's and dementia, all of that stuff, by learning something new all the time, something different. I just want to say thank you so much for being here, visiting my channel. Thank you to all the people who've shown support for my nonprofit organization, which is 501c3, Habasia, helping your brothers and sisters in Africa. And y'all, I did it in Africa because I know that it could be sustainable there. But here you'd have to be a millionaire, billionaire, whatever, just to start the project and continue the project if you couldn't get into the, quote, funding. Because, you know, whoever gives you that funding controls what the funding is for. And even if you want to do permaculture, they may decide that no, you're not, that you're going to use these GMOs and you're going to use these pesticides. And that's that. Your hands are tied. But in the motherland, if you do it small scale, you can get the people that's ready to go to the next level involved, knowing that that project is for them. And you can see them grow all the time, growing what they eat, eating what they grow. making the best videos so people worldwide can see how it's done and can replicate that anywhere in the world. So even though it's there, it's the classroom, that's all, open classroom without walls. And it can reach you, wherever you are in the world. You can learn exactly how we are doing it in the Gambia. If you can support, please do. We need your help right now. I know it's good to say that's nice y'all doing it, but it'll be wonderful if you could just donate whatever you can today to us. We really do need you to continue. We have to pay for the project to continue. Every week we have things to pay for, like transportation for the team every other week, and transportation for one person for the team to go to the food forest and check on all of the plants, as well as every week a full salary for the land manager that lives on the land. And because it's the Gambia, we're paying really a fair wage there. And every week, not once a month. Because I know people need their money all the time. And it's better to have your money every week than have to wait a whole month for that same money. But anyway, y'all, Abaraka, we are grateful for whatever you can give. And please share our story to everyone you know who eats. I'm telling you, eating healthy is one of the things we need to do to make it another day and to get healthier. Because I've planned within the next 6 weeks to have my hemoglobin A1C, a diabetic glucose test. I want it to be so much better. And I want my diet to be under control. Seems like I can hear little things like lizards and every other thing crawling around. My hearing is excellent, y'all. Thank the Most High. At least I don't need a hearing aid. But anyway, y'all, thank you so very much for all that you do. I love and appreciate all of you. Till next time, y'all. Peace, peace. Power to the people. I'm out, y'all. Bye.